Hey everyone, Soundwave here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 72 Voyager class Bumblebee movie Starscream. And now this is an updated review of a video. This is an updated version of a review I did years ago, but we are redoing it because now finally I have all of the Bumblebee movie Decepticons in my collection that I can finally do the size comparisons with. So that's pretty much the whole reason I'm redoing this review. So as we take a look at the front of the packaging, here we have Transformers Studio Series 72 Starscream from the Bumblebee movie. Takara Tomy, Hasbro, ages 8 and up. Got a nice image there of Starscream. I miss the old style of Studio Series packaging with the big window and the big plastic insert up top. Transformers Bumblebee, loved the clear window that they had on the top. I guess the new ones have the clear window, but oh my gosh, this is just nostalgic for me, this old style of Studio Series packaging. On the side of the box, we have another image of Starscream. On the other side of the box, we have another image there of Starscream with an Autobot symbol. That's kind of my one complaint I have about these older Studio Series packaging is, even for Decepticons, they have the Autobot symbol up here, which I'm not really a big fan of. But yeah, on the bottom we just have barcodes and product information. And on the back of the box, you have your product renders of Starscream in his robot mode, in his jet mode, backdrop included. Bring back the backdrops, Hasbro, please. I am begging you, bring back the backdrops. And a brief bio of Starscream. Starscream and the Seekers destroy the Autobot launch pad on Cybertron in an effort to prevent their escape. And that's basically it for the box, so let's get Starscream out here and check him out. And moving right along, here we have Starscream in his Cybertronian Tetrajet vehicle mode. And this is probably one of the best Starscream alt modes that we have ever gotten in any mainline ever. So let's just take a closer look at the details. Got some nice transparent yellow there for the cockpit, or it could be green. Again, I'm colorblind. Got some blue there for the nose cone. Nice rubbery material so you don't hurt yourself. I love the gray plastic that is used on this guy. Got some nice red, a bunch of gray plastics. Nice red sprinkled throughout. Decepticon symbol there. Got the thrusters there. Love the detailing there for the fin there. And there's got a big old blaster. And here the blaster is unfortunately not blast effect compatible, which is a real shame, but yeah, I can live without it. Yeah. So yeah, this is a very nicely done alt mode. And as far as accessories go, he does have just the one accessory, but it is stored inside the jet mode. So we will get to that in robot mode. But yeah, that's basically it for the jet mode. Oh, I should probably do some size comparisons. Silly me. Jet mode size comparisons. We had a lot of size comparisons to do. So here he is with Core Class Frenzy. Here he is with Core Class Ravage. Here he is with 86 Starscream, the Earthrise remold. I am gonna get the new Seeker mold of Starscream when that comes out, so don't worry. Here he is with Transformers 1 Starscream. Here he is with 07 Starscream. Here he is with Bumblebee movie Ironhide. Here he is with Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime. Here he is with Rise of the Beasts Optimus Prime, the DNA kit. Here he is with Bumblebee movie Soundwave. Here he is with Bumblebee movie Shockwave. Here he is with concept art Megatron. And last but not least, we're going to bring in the other two Seekers to compare alongside Starscream. So here we have Thundercracker and Skywarp. And oh my goodness, they look so good together in their jet modes. Got all the three Seeker brothers right here together at long last. To get Starscream into his robot mode, we are going to take this section right here and just pull it off. Yes, parts forming. And then we're going to take these null raise sections right here and just take them off as well. And then we shall get started. So we're just going to take this section right here, fold it up for now. We're going to take these sections right here, just flip them up, and just fold them out here. Rotate them around, and there we go. And we're going to take this section right here. We are going to split it. There we go. And then just take the nose cone, flip it in, and then just close all that back up. We're going to take this entire section right here, and this will just untab it and swing all the way around, and it will just click into place right there. And we're going to take this section right here. We're going to fold it down. There's his head, and his head does like to fall off sometimes. That's my one gripe about this Seeker mold, is that the head likes to fall off sometimes. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the legs. So we're going to just take these panels right here. We're just going to flip them up and out. We're going to split the legs, rotate 90 degrees at the thigh. We're going to flip this panel in, fold this panel up, swing this panel in, fold in the foot, and then swing all this in and tab it in like so. We're going to do the same thing for the other leg here. Just swing all this around and just tab that in. There we go. And there are his legs. And now we can just fold. All right, and then we're just going to move on to the upper body here. We're going to take the wings, just fold them back. And now the instructions tell you to flip these up until it stops right here, but me personally, they don't like to stay. So what I like to do is I like to fold them up right here. That's just what I like to do. There we go, and then they stay up. Then we're going to take this section right here, flip this up, rotate this around, flip this up, rotate this around. There we go. We're going to take the hands, fold them out, and just straighten out the arm. Here we go. Then we're just going to get everything all nice and situated here. Just make sure, just have everything situated to your liking. And then the null rays. You can put them on however you want. Me personally, I like to put them on with the tab facing outwards there. That's how I personally like to put the null rays on. And then we can just take his gun and put it on here. And this was the accessory I was telling you about that is stored in the jet mode. And yeah, same blaster that comes with all three Seekers there. So we just take the blaster and just plug it in. And there we go. There we have Bumblebee movie Starscream. Oh, nope, we're not done yet. Take the crotch plate, fold it out, and then take these two side sections right here and just fold them out like so. There we go. Now we have Bumblebee movie Starscream in his robot mode. And he's a good-looking Bumblebee movie Starscream, very faithful to his CGI model that we saw in the movie. Very briefly, however, but he does look very good. So let's get a closer look on that head sculpt there. Got some nice silver there for the face, red for the eyes, some black there for the head. Got a nice yellow there for the windscreen there. Got a nice transparent windscreen there on the chest there. I got the red, silver, the blue forearms. Yep. I know there is a DNA kit that like gives him more articulated hands, but like personally, like so that DNA kit does come with accessories for other figures, so I'm not, which I don't have, so I'm not going to be getting the DNA kit. Got some silver there for the thighs, some nice blue there for the shins. Love the thrusters on the calves there. Yeah, so yeah, it's a pretty nice looking figure. So articulation wise, the head is on a ball joint. This will wiggle around. It can't really look up or down, but it can do a full 360. Arms can rotate, but due to the limitations of the wings there, they can't really do a full 360. They can move in and out. You do have bicep rotation. You do have 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, nothing at the wrist, but the hands can move in and out. One minor thing to note is that these hands may become loose, but that can be solved by just tightening that screw there. There you go. So, and he does have a minor waist joint, but just due to the nature of his design, you can't really get much out of it. Legs can move forward about that far, back, that far, outward. You can do the full splits. You have thigh rotation. You do have 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and the feet can move up a little bit. They can move down, and you do get some ankle tilt. So yes, posability on this guy is really good, and I love the waist joint. I love it when the Seeker molds include a waist joint. That is something you don't really see often with too many Seeker molds, so it's nice to see that included here. Robot mode size comparisons. We got a lot to do here, so we're going to start off with Bumblebee movie core class Frenzy. Here he is with core class Ravage. Here he is with Bumblebee movie Ironhide, and it's going to be quite tricky to get him to stand here. Oh, he actually stands just fine. The tolerances on my copy here are not the best, so it's nice to get him to stand. There we go. Here he is with Transformers 1 Starscream. Here he is with 07 Starscream. Here he is with 86 Starscream. Here he is with Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime. Here he is with Rise of the Beasts Optimus Prime with the DNA kit. Here he is with Bumblebee movie Soundwave. Mine has very loose heels. Here he is with Bumblebee movie Shockwave. Here he is with concept art Megatron, and they look quite nice together. And then finally, we're gonna bring them in. Here he is with his brothers Thundercracker and Skywarp here, and they look very, very awesome together. All three of them lined up here. And unfortunately, when I was transforming Thundercracker for the robot mode size comparisons, I did discover a crack here on the leg. That's a bit unfortunate, but I'll probably just end up getting a factory sealed copy off BBTS and then see if anyone wants to buy this off me for a low, low price. But yeah, they look pretty awesome together. To get Starscream back into his jet mode, what you're going to want to do is you're going to take these two side sections right here, collapse them in, take the crotch plate and just collapse it in as well. Take the hands, fold them in, and then reach out the arms straight, and then rotate the arms at the bicep 180. Nope, and then we're going to come down here to the legs. Going to open up this panel, flip this assembly out, flip out this panel, flip up the tail fin, flip this panel out, put the foot in, and then rotate. And we're going to do the same thing for the other leg. So we're just going to fold all of this out, fold in the foot, and then what we can then proceed to do is tab the legs together like so. And when it comes to the wings, you're going to rotate this section around and flip this section out. Then you're just going to collapse the wing in. And then we're going to do the same for the other wing here. And then these will just fold in on themselves. And we're going to take the head assembly, we're just going to rotate it up, and at the same time push the chest assembly out. And then we're just going to move down here as well. So we're just going to take the head, flip it up, and then we're going to take the leg assembly and then flip it down. And you're going to want to have this section feed through here like so, and all of this should just tab in like that and solidify all of that. Then we're going to take these two sections right here, untab them and split them, take the nose cone, fold it out, and it should snap in place. Tab these two sections back together. And then now we're going to work on the arms here. So for the meantime, we're going to flip these back up temporarily. We're going to take the arms here and just untab them like so. And we are going to just fold these sections in like so. We're going to take the arms and just collapse them in at the elbows here as far as they will go. Then we can flip back the wings. Then we're going to take the blaster here, and then you have this slot, big slot right here, and these two little slots that this big tab and these two little tabs will plug into. So just going to line that up like so, and it should just click. It should just lock into place like that and solidify all of that. And we can take the null rays, and then you're going to want to make sure that this tab faces up the entire time. You're just going to want to make sure, okay, so that this tab will plug into here, and you're going to want to make sure that these are vertical. They have a specific way that they need to go on. So you're just going to tab those null rays in to the body like so. And then the last thing you're going to want to do is take these two panels right here, flip them in, and just lock them together like so. And there we go. There we have Bumblebee movie Starscream back in jet mode. And the last thing to talk about is the included display base that resides within the box. Studio Series 72, Cybertron background, Transformers Bumblebee, and then we can take Starscream and we can just plop him right down with the backdrop here. And he does look really cool, like with the backdrop there. So yeah, there was my review on Bumblebee movie Starscream, my remastered review on Bumblebee movie Starscream, and even all these years later, he is still a fantastic figure. I would, like, if you can find this guy on the aftermarket, definitely pick him up. You will not be disappointed. He is probably one of the best Seeker molds that we have ever gotten from the main line. And yeah, and that's pretty much it for Starscream. So yeah, he's an awesome figure, so don't forget to check out my other reviews, and I will see you in the next video, which will either be a remaster review of Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime, a review of another Starscream figure that I have currently lined up, or a review of possibly one of the most legendary leader class figures of all time.